Good morning, third graders. So today we have been working on our transformations with our shapes, and we're going to do a fun little activity after we do a little bit of a review. So what I need you guys to do for me is get out your whiteboards because I'm going to have you write some stuff down. So let's take a look at our first one. So this one says slide. An object moves up, down, or over. So I want you guys to think about what we talked about earlier today with our posters and our task cards. And I want you to write down the word that we use for slide. What's the other word that we use when an object or shape slides? I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, so everyone should have wrote the word translation. So if I take my arrow, and I can move this arrow around, I want you guys to write on your whiteboards, what do you notice about the arrow as you move it? What do we notice? Alright, so what we should have noticed about our arrow is that it didn't flip or it did not rotate. It just slid, which makes it a translation. So let's look at the next one. So our next one is flip. So what was the other word that we used for flip? It's right up there. Reflection. It's a mirror image of the object. So we don't know if the R slid, we don't know how far away from it is, but we know that it did flip, but we also want to know, did it rotate? I want you to write on your whiteboards, do you think the R rotated or is it just a flip? Alright, and the answer is no, it did not rotate. Alright, so our next one is turn, and I want you guys to write down the other word that we used for turn. Do you think you can remember from this morning? Alright, so all of you should have written down a transformation. So a turn is a transformation that occurs when a figure is turned in a certain angle and a direction. So it's a rotation about the point. So what do we know about this turn? What can we say about this turn? What do you guys think? Raise of hands. Alright, so the turn rotated, but it didn't flip. It's not backwards. It just rotated to make the E stand on its legs. Alright, so that's going to be it for our review, and now we're going to get into the game. So let's give you a little bit of direction. Alright guys, so to play this game, what I want you to do is to grab the smartboard pen. We're going to go one at a time, and we're going to practice categorizing and matching these images to which transformation they are. So let's do one together. Let's do these little quote bubbles. These are little talking bubbles. What do we think? Do we think this is a slide, a flip, or a turn? What do you think? I think it's a turn. So we're going to put it, oops, right over here. Alright, so now it's your guys' turn, so get in a line. There's 5 more to do, and then we'll double check at the end. Alright, so this is what our finished smart notebook should look like after we matched all of these. So we see the hearts, those were just sliding. It slid upwards a little bit. The arrow slid down here. This cute little kitty cat just flipped itself over like it's looking in a mirror. The same here. Which continent is this? Africa. Alright, and then let's look at these here. This is a turn, and then the B also rotated as well. So hopefully we got those all right. Now we're going to work together as a class, and this is when you're going to use your whiteboards again. So the question says, did the object slide, flip, or turn? So look at these little green dots. That'll help you know if it flipped or turned or what it did. And we'll erase below to find out, but I want you to write it on your whiteboards first. Okay, everyone's ready. It was a slide. So we noticed that the green dot is in the same corner. It didn't flip over to this corner here, so that's how we know that it's a slide and not a rotation or a flip. On to the next one. Get your whiteboards ready. Alright kids, so let's write down, is this a slide, a flip, or a turn? And remember, you can use our other definitions as well. Is this a translation, a reflection, or a rotation? You can use either or of the words that we used. Alright, let's erase to find out. So our rectangle is a turn. So we went from having a vertical rectangle to a horizontal rectangle. I think we have a few more left. Alright, so write on your whiteboards. Did the object slide, flip, or turn? Is the B a translation, a reflection, or a rotation? Alright, let's erase to find out. It's a slide. The B didn't change orientation, it just slid to a different location. Okay, class, so we only have 2 more. So what do we think? Is the check mark a slide, a flip, or a turn? Is it a translation, a reflection, or a rotation? Let's write it on your whiteboards and see. Is everybody ready? Alright, this is a flip. So we see the corners here and the end is flipped just like it's looking in a mirror. Last one, let's clear off your whiteboards. Okay, so did this object slide, flip, or turn? Write it down, give you a few seconds. When everybody's ready. It's a turn, so we rotated our object upside down. So now it's on its top side. Good job today, class. You did really well with this activity, and we'll practice some more tomorrow.